This is Donald Wade, FTT114 Mod4A assignment. So here I have the PSA dagger in the mold, or in the Kydex. And the more I'm looking at it, I'm not particularly satisfied, but the channel up here is deformed. What happened is I put this in the press, and when I pulled this tight, I guess when I set when I closed it, it kind of shifted a little bit, but I think I can make it work. So I've laid out the design. Like I said, I'm going to cut it out here because I want to leave room for the comp to hang out, and then it's also not super long to where if I decide to take the comp off, it's I have this much gap in the bottom of that holster. This is going to be the retention point, and I'll do I think I'm going to do another retention point here so I can adjust the tension in the end at the muzzle, and I'm going to do a rivet here, maybe two, depending if I need to go a little closer to the grip, but at least one. I may just space these out a little bit. This will stay open. I'm going to cut it. I'll use this ruler here. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to follow the grip line like that on the front. And then it'll kind of come down and kind of clear that joint where the trigger guard is. Because I want to keep this opening, and then this loop here is going to be the sweat shield for the back side, and this is going to be the blocking for the retention, or for the belt loop. So all of this will be gone, and it'll come up just a little bit, probably just below this edge, and it'll come back down, but we'll see. I'm going to use a scroll saw. I'm going to use a Dremel with a sanding drum, a polishing bit, and a cutoff wheel to get these finer cuts and to do final shaping. I have a belt sander I'm going to use to kind of even some of this up and smooth everything out first. So let me get this thing cut out, and I will be back shortly. So I have the general profile that I want. I'm going to end up going with Chicago style screws with the rubber bushing, because when this thing was pressed, I guess when I pulled it out, it didn't stay, and I want to make sure I have enough room for retention. So I will use the provided bushings. I may have to trim just a little bit. Maybe I can fit these in here and just compress them enough to get good retention. But this is the rough shape. It's outside the waistband. Just because it made it seem easier. I did leave this flared a little. What I'm going to do is I'm going to round these edges off with the Dremel, and kind of smooth them out, and then I'll go around with the this buffing pad and go through and clean all these edges up. I'm going to make sure the inside's cleaned out, and obviously it won't go in because I still have the blocking and whatnot on, but I think it's gonna work out quite well. That's as far as it'll go, because the blocking is pushing on the edge here, and it's not gonna give because I have these Chicago screws. but I have enough room in the sight channel, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's see if I can't. There we go. So, and I wanted to cut it low on the front RMR if I ever wanted to run an RMR on this thing. So I think this is going to work out. We'll see how it goes. Let me finish doing the edges here, cleaning them up, buff them out a little bit, run some air, and I'll be right back. And we'll see what we're going to do about mounting for the belt loop. I'll be back. Okay, so after some messing around, I got the retention done. I had to use the 2 washers for the Chicago screws. Everything's good. Locks in. Got the snap. Retention's good. Draw is easy. So I'm happy with it. Got the good click. So now I'm going to do the belt. I think for this one I'm going to do the I guess it'd be the speed loop, or something or another like that. The cant works, which is why I did the blocking the way I did, so it'll have a little bit of a forward cant. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mount this, and then I will take off the comp. I do get a little bit of wear on the comp on the front here where it sticks out just a little bit, but that's nothing real crazy. So that seems to be the only wear part, which is just going to be right here on the end, and I'm not too concerned with it. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this end result. Let me get this mounted and I'll be right back. Okay, so I understand that this is a inside the waistband clip or belt loop. I understand that. But I wanted to do, something a little bit different, and this works. It's got, the rubber spacers in there to bring this out a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to try to, I will remove the comp a little bit later on, not necessarily for this video, but all in all, I wasn't happy with the outcome of the actual molding process. I wasn't satisfied with the holster as it came out of the press, but now that you make your cuts and clean it up, it's not half bad. But I'm gonna have to clean some of these pencil marks up. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Would I sell this? Probably not. So will I make more? I may try my hand at it a few more times and see what happens. I am doing an elective through SDI for this program for the 1911 build. I want to make a hand-fitted 1911, and I did receive that in my FFL yesterday, so I will probably make one for that 1911. But let me change this view, and I will put this on. I'll just do it right here on the side. Okay, and it's supposed to be, this belt is a little bit, just a tad too wide to get it in, but I got good purchase, then I can throw it back in and I'm good to go. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, would I sell it? Probably not. Would I give it to somebody? That's a good possibility if I knew somebody that was in the market. But no, I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't want to make any kind of money on it. So there we go. I am good to go. Until next time, stay safe.